Today we're going to talk about the ultimate groove. Ultimate groove. Talk about it. We're going to learn things here, right here. Dude, acting is hard. Okay, and cough. For a groove to be ultimate, we really have to ask ourselves, what are we ultimately after? For some, it's money. For some, it's political power, or chicks, or salsa, or... By the way, I have a different YouTube channel where we discuss getting money, chicks, political power, salsa, and you can sign up for my 69-day webinar in the link in the description below. But because you're here watching this video, I'm going to assume the thing that you're ultimately after is getting better at drums! This groove is the ultimate groove because it'll help you get better at drums, which is why we're here. It won't sound super great on its own. It's not going to be like, wow! It has a variety of interleaved coordinations that will take you on a bit of a journey to learn how to play it. But once you can finally do it, whoa! By the way, the groove looks something like this. What? The video won't play because you're not subscribed to the channel.
Subscribe now!
And leave a comment. I want to hear from you. I want to hear your sweet angel words in the comments below. Speak to me! That would get me to comment on a video. If someone yelled at me like that. Thanks for leaving that comment below. You're a real winner. You're on your way to some big things. I believe in you. Now we can play the video. This is the groove. To learn this groove, we're going to take it step by step, layer by layer. To start, we're going to talk about just the right hand and the right foot. So the right hand is playing all 16th notes with an offbeat accent, okay? And the first thing to do is to get used to doing that while doing this particular kick drum pattern. So that looks like this. Once you're comfortable doing that, the next step is to play the snare drum on the 2 and the 4, whilst still doing the things we were just doing, right? Even you get it. Now we're going to take a step backwards. That's right, backwards!
Whoa!
Which might seem counterintuitive, but you can't handle going forward yet. You gotta go one back first. We're gonna go backwards, and we're gonna talk about just doing the hi-hat pattern with the accent thusly, while doing the left hand as a particular ghost note pattern. Okay? So we're gonna get used to doing just the 2 of them first. Now that you can do that, the final step is to do the whole thing. When you go to do the whole thing, you're still gonna have to take it piece by piece and maybe practice it just one beat to the next, going really slowly, making sure all the layers are interwoven with each other, mostly because playing that ghost note pattern with that bass drum pattern is a real pain. But if you go slowly like this, you know, you'll get there eventually. I believe in you. You can do it. And you might say to yourself, but then why did we spend this time learning it piece by piece, layer by layer, if I can't now layer it together? Well, it's because if we didn't do that, you wouldn't even be able to go piece by piece because you would have 4 layers of being in super slow motion trying to figure out how they're juxtaposed against each other. So instead, because we've done it layer by layer, I promise you, you're going to find this a lot easier now to just take the whole groove and just take it head on and just play it slowly, okay? That's what I did. Took me a long time. Honestly, I started without a metronome because it's one of those things where you're like really slowly. I love that it's like tearing the drums. If you haven't caught on yet, the basic thing that we're developing here is the freedom to play a lot of stuff against this right hand particular pattern where we're playing all 16ths and we have an offbeat accent. So if you look at my other videos, like the Greb system, you will know that what you should really do to really be awesome is do every possible bass drum against this pattern while keeping the ghost notes in the left hand. And actually, this is something that I personally have been working on still and the last few months. It's something that was overlooked. Maybe you overlooked it. And now I'm like, oh man, I guess I can't play that ghost note pattern while doing every bass drum. Some of it's weird that falls together, the ghost note and the bass drum hitting at the same time, which we normally don't do, but it's a good coordination to have because if you switch sound sources or something and you're not playing the snare drum with the left hand, that could be a cool thing. So, you never know! Also, sometimes it's just cool. So practice it like that. Practice now if you can play this ultimate groove and you feel ultimate inside. Now try taking all the bass drum letters as discussed in my other videos, linked somewhere, okay? And try taking it through the entire Greb system and doing the bass drum under the whole thing. Leave a comment below if you want to learn more stuff like you're learning right now in this video, because we've been learning a fuck ton. We are learning! Leave a comment below if you like that! Subscribe now! Did you do it? Remember earlier when we did it and you probably didn't do it? You're like, aha, that's funny. I know you didn't. Do it now!